What's up, everyone? Aaron Schatz here, Editor-in-Chief of ASE Publishing, and you are watching an ASE Labs video review. Today, we're going to finish up the D-Link DCS-935L high-definition Wi-Fi day-night camera. This is review ID 51255. You can check out this and all our reviews by going to www.aselabs.com. You're watching this on YouTube right now, or it's embedded in some random webpage that I don't know about. Either way, there's going to be a subscribe button. Right in one of these corners. I don't know which one, and it doesn't matter because I'm going to point to either of them all the time. Hit it! You'll be informed of our video content. This is a camera. Let's get right down into this review. If you haven't seen the unboxing, it's right here. I'll leave it for a little bit. Otherwise, just a reminder, you get the Wi-Fi camera, AC adapter, and a whole bunch of other stuff in this box, like literature and some other stuff in here. Check out the unboxing if you want to see what's up with that. Doesn't really matter though. Doesn't affect this review right now, other than the camera being in the box and the AC adapter, because that would be very awkward if the box didn't come with this stuff in it. Before I continue, I want to go into what happened during the setup of the DCS-935L. Now, I am not a person that shies away from a very tech-oriented installation procedure. However, I appreciate when things are done in a very easy to use and easy to do manner. This is one of those things, but it didn't work the first time. So I'm going to take you through how to actually set this up initially. You have a smartphone, right? And if you see on the back of this here, there's a QR code. So what you do is you download the My D-Link application from Google Play or the App Store on iOS. There's a free version, that's the one you use. You don't have to get the pay version. And you go in, you say, I want to set up a new camera, and you do that, and you hit scan, and it scans the QR code, and then it does everything on the smartphone very easily. Very easily. That's what was supposed to happen. Unfortunately, initially, what happened was, every time I would try to connect to the Wi-Fi network in my house, it failed. Don't know why it failed, it just failed. So, what to do at that point in time? Well, I knew that these things create their own wireless network that you can connect to. So, connected directly to its own wireless network, log on to the web page that most cameras have, and set it up manually. And what I found out was, if you have a network that uses AES encryption, it didn't default to that. It only used TKIP for some reason. That was annoying because otherwise this thing would be really easy to set up. So, not being one to just shy away from a problem, contacted D-Link, said that there was a problem setting this up. And if you read other reviews, you'll actually see like the same comments. They'll say like, oh, I had a problem setting up, blah, 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 they should fix this. They just don't say to D-Link what the problem was and how to fix it. So I contacted D-Link, said what the problem was, went through the steps of the installation, said that I think that it wasn't defaulting to AES if the network supported it. And sure enough, a week later, they had a firmware ready to go that fixed the issue. And I can tell you that it fixed the issue. Factory reset the device, went through the entire setup, connects no problem to my network now. So there you go. I hope I helped a lot of people with that. And remember, if you're having a problem with a product, call the support line. They might not know. Don't just whine and moan about it. Once you have the application installed, My D-Link Lite, it itself can act as a cloud recording device as well. I don't like using that stuff because I don't like my information being anywhere that I don't control. So if you want to sign up, it's fine, and the application works very well. It works as a baby monitor too. You can do everything locally as well. So if I actually had the thing plugged in fact, let's plug the thing in so we can actually show you. So you can see that the device has a red LED on it right now. It's powering up. If you want to actually set this device up very easily, you can use the WPS button, which never works for me for some reason. I have no idea. Anything with WPS just doesn't work for me. Probably doing something wrong. But I always like to do things manually anyway. If you want to reset up the device, if you want to hard reset it, factory reset, when the thing is green, there's a reset button here that you have to depress. And the hole is so tiny, you have to use like a pin. Hold it in for 20 seconds, it'll reboot, hard reset everything. If you want to set it up as a soft reset, you hit this direct button here. It'll put it back in direct mode, and you can actually connect and reset up the camera again. It'll retain all your settings though, for the network and such. This is basically hard reset, and I just set it up for my network, so it's using DHCP. But let me show you the D-Link application. So I hit local. I'm just going to show you that the video works, and I'll show you what you look like to me. So here's the camera. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Now, if you want to see what you look like to me, let's see here. That's what you look like to me. You look like a camera. Wait, let me see. Yeah. That's what you look like to me. You look like this camera. Now, we have to actually set this up. So we're going to reset, go on the computer, and then actually do everything. And this thing is very annoying because audio comes through this as well. This has a microphone in it, so you can hear audio through this as well. We're going to go on the computer, set this up, hook it up to the Synology NVR that I have, and then we're going to show you everything about the unit in the manual process. Now, if you wanted to use the My D-Link software, the cloud software, you don't need to do anything what I'm about to do. Everything's handled through this software. It's fine. It works fine. If you're like me, don't like your content on the cloud, especially video content, follow me. We'll go down this journey together. We are set up on the computer right now, and if you actually set this up through your smartphone, the username will be admin and the password will be whatever you set in the application. No. I doubt this is going to work right now, so I probably should have did this in Chrome. But anyway, you'd see like whatever is being shown right now on the camera. I'm using Firefox, and Firefox apparently hates H.264. Let's go into the setup. Here is the wizard. However, we're not going to go into the wizard setup because why would we do that? We're in the manual setup anyway. Let's see what's in network setup. So yes, normally it's going to be a DHCP connection, but we don't want that. We want to set up a static IP. 1.241 default gateway 1. Okay. Everything else is fine. Saving this bad boy. I told you I'm setting it up with you. It's like brand new stuff. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you what I'll put an inlay on the video. So when I'm doing the finalization of this review, you'll actually see video from the camera inset into the review. Just don't worry about it. I'll show you. It'll be good. Trust me. Yep. Alright, should be done. Let's see. Come on. I hate when the things reset. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I have to change the IP. Duh. 241. Okay. Okay, now we're back here. Wireless setup is already taken care of because we set it up initially. We're not going to use dynamic DNS, but if you did, you can use this setting here. See? And you can choose Dyne DNS or D-Link's own. Now, should have did this in Chrome, but you can change the image settings in here. Brightness, contrast, saturation, what have you. If you're using Chrome, this would work fine. Audio and video settings, and it also gives you the RTSP URL for MJPEG and H.264. We are using H.264. We can increase the bit rate, however, we don't need to because this is a security cam and it doesn't have to be that great. Frame rate of 15 is totally fine. This is the interesting setting. the motion and sound detection, the unit can actually do it itself, which is good because it offloads. So if I'm using an NVR and the NVR knows of the settings of this camera, the NVR can actually use the camera to actually do the motion detection. It doesn't have to worry about the motion detection on its own. So that's a really cool feature, and the Synology NVR does. So if it didn't, you can actually set this up manually. Now, this whole manual setup can be used with like an, FTP servers or whatever. See, you can actually snapshot into FTP, video clips into FTP. So if you didn't have an NVR, you could have the camera do everything yourself and just save it to an FTP server. Or you can mail it to yourself, which I don't suggest doing, because that'd be crazy. If you wanted to take snapshots, you can do that by triggering on a schedule or motion detection or what have you. But it's a video camera, so why would you take snapshots? This is how you actually send video clips based on triggering. So if you wanted to have it by motion detection, boom, you create a video clip, done. FTP that bad boy. Time and date settings. I don't know why this is on Atlantic time. Let's see here. Eastern time, that's better. Save. And actually the NVR will handle this stuff in a second. But day-night mode. So by default it comes in as auto. This camera has a series of IR LEDs that actually will illuminate in low brightness mode. So basically if it starts to get dark, it'll turn on the LEDs. If you have this in a window, for instance, you want to make sure that this never happens, because if there's any reflections, it's basically going to white out the camera optics, because it'll just bounce right back. So if there's any reflections going on, make sure you disable this. So we're always going to put on always day mode. And you can hit log out if you want. We're not going to. So this is where you set the admin passwords and such, and the camera names. And if you want to add any user accounts instead of the master user, you can do that as well. You can save the configuration to your computer in case you want to do everything. You can also restore to factory defaults from here as well. You can also schedule reboots, which is awesome. In case like for some reason it locks, I don't know why. This is how you update the firmware. And as you can see, I'm on 1.06.02, which should be released soon, if it's not already out as of this review. Hit status, you can see everything in here, everything that I've set up. You can see the system log here, event log here, and that's basically it for the setup of the camera. You also get a help system inside the camera itself, which is pretty cool. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to set this up on the NVR and start to record some video and then put it in the review. So we are going to reset back, and that's basically it. I'll see you in a sec. I promised you some B-roll, and it's going to happen. So I just have to wake my dog up for a second, right? Coco? Coco. Come on, Curly. Coco! Here, what do I got? Come here, look at this. Look. Oh. There you go. So the B-roll should be inset in this video right now, and you should be able to see my dog. And I'll show you on this So it's all set up, and she of course laid back down. But here she is, basically. And I will inset this video, the actual video recorded from the NVR as well. There she is. And the video quality is really, really good. It's 720p. And I can hear myself talking, and it's very annoying. So that's basically that. So that's your B-roll footage right there. Because the camera's high definition, you can actually see things very clearly. Most cameras nowadays in the security industry are still like 640 by 480, which is fine for video, no problem. But we're getting to the point where high quality is easy to do. Bandwidth concerns are not that big a deal anymore. So why not have good sensors that actually have good image quality? And that's what this camera has. Very good image quality for a very inexpensive price. This is going to be some very awkward B-roll because the camera's right there, and I'm going to switch to it in a little bit. It'll be inset or to the, it'll just be in this whole area because it's 720p. This camera retails for about $120 right now. You can buy it right now. It's a very, very good quality, inexpensive camera. And if you wanted to use this without an NVR, you can use the My D-Link service. No problem. It could be used locally as a baby monitor. No problem, because it actually has a microphone. And it actually works. That's the important part. Most times when I set up a device, it's a pain to set up. And once that firmware is fixed, this is a breeze to set up, and that's great. If you want to purchase this product, check out a link that I'm going to post in this review on the video portion or the text portion. You can check out links, and we'll have links to various merchants to purchase this product right now. 120 bucks, pretty good. ASE Labs and ASE Publishing would like to thank D-Link for sending this product for review. Like I said before, if you want to purchase this product, we'll have links to various merchants where you can buy this product right now, including the video review. So scroll down and you'll see the link. For ASE Publishing and ASE Labs, I'm Aaron Schatz. Thank you for watching. Remember, I don't know which corner this is. It's going to be in one of these corners. There's a subscribe button, right? Hit it. You'll be informed of our video content. Post in the forums. Send me a message. Post comments in the YouTube channels or whatever they call them nowadays. You know, I heard they were actually taking Google Plus out of it, which is great because that was a very annoying time, having those comments going every different place and then having your name linked. What a disaster. Either way, that subscribe button, that's the thing you want to hit. So hit it. And leave me some feedback. And as always, thanks for watching. You know what? I'm not going to end on as always. I believe Vsauce ends on that. So no, we're going to end on something else. You know what? We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.